Chapter 28. Things That Crack. Outside our classroom, Julia waited for me with her hands on her hips. God, you're an idiot. You're such an idiot. Do you know that? I'm an idiot? She's been eating all that bread at that stupid job you got her. She's not supposed to eat any of that stuff, idiot. I didn't get her the stupid... I don't even know what you're talking about. It's her epilepsy, idiot. You total idiot. Her dad has her on this special diet, and he makes her special food. She's not supposed to eat bread or drink soda. She's not. No, she's not, idiot. And by the way, what's your problem with me anyway? I'd really like to know. What? Your problem with me? What is it? Well, besides the fact that you've called me an idiot 6 times in the last minute, and besides the fact that you shot a rubber band at my head. She waved all that away as if I had mentioned some silly detail. Oh, I'm talking about way before that. You've hated me forever. You have been giving me dirty looks since, like, 3rd grade. Are you going to pretend that you haven't? I stared at her. Some feeling had started in my stomach and was traveling up to my face, and I knew that when it got there, I'd turn bright red and hear the ocean, which is what happens when I get put on the spot. If I don't cry, I turn red and I hear the ocean. It's a lose-lose situation. What are you talking about? I said. I have no idea, she said. I really don't. But a person knows when someone hates her. At least I do. And she flung her arm down with her little silver watch, flew off her wrist, and hit the floor with a crack. A very sharp, final-sounding sort of crack. Her precious watch. I'm not proud of this now, but that sound, which echoed in the tiled hallway, made me really happy. I sucked my bottom lip so that I wouldn't smile. Julia bent down to pick up the watch. I thought she would just start to screech, but she just flipped it over in her hand and looked at it. A web of tiny cracks covered the face like a cobweb. Oh, great. She puffed out her cheeks and exhaled slowly. This whole day just stinks, she said, and she walked away. On the way home, I found myself walking half a block behind Sal again. I had learned not to run to catch up to him. He would only look at his sneakers and not talk. So I watched him bobbing along in his navy blue knit hat, his head going from side to side a little like it always does when he walks. I think he thought that he looked tough, the way he had his hat pulled down to his eyebrows. Then Marcus came out of his dented front door next to the garage, wearing that green army coat he always wore. He started walking down the block toward Sal. Even half a block behind him, I could see Sal's body hunch and slow down. I knew what he was doing. He was looking for a way out. Should he pretend he needed to cross the street all of a sudden? That he just remembered he needed something to buy at Bell's? That it was a little late for that. Marcus was almost in front of him. I could have called out to Sal at that moment. It would have been easy. He would have had an excuse to turn around and start walking away from Marcus, and then Marcus might have stopped to talk to me for a minute, and Sal would have seen that it was all okay. He could have dropped his fear of Marcus right then and there. I thought about this a lot, because I realized it would have changed everything that happened later. But instead I watched. And what Sal did was squat down and pretend to tie his shoe. It was a plea for mercy. Dropping to tie your shoe was an I can't fight, I can't run, I bow down before you sort of a move. Plus, just in case some hitting did occur, it protected important body parts. And I kept walking while Sal crouched there on the sidewalk, and Marcus walked right by without even noticing him. And then Marcus walked right by me.